Hey, what's going on guys? Eric here, back with another video for y'all. Now in today's very special video, we're going to be going over a brand new pre-workout created by Beyond Raw, and that's going to be the ConceptX. And here it is right there, guys. Damn! Isn't that beautiful? So let's get straight into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and place the nutrition label right here for y'all. We're going to go through it together from top to bottom and see what's in it. So alright, so very first ingredient that they're going to have in here is L-citrulline malate at 8 grams mixed with 2 grams of L-citrulline. That's going to be a whopping 10 grams of citrulline malate mixed with citrulline. So what citrulline does is, citrulline is an amino acid that actually helps the body produce more nitric oxide. Now nitric oxide, as you guys already know, tells the veins to open up, relax, and allows cleaner blood flow carrying nutrients and oxygen and allowing that to punch into the muscle tissue, allowing for better muscle pumps so that we look good in the gym, but also number 2, to help increase athletic performance. So we're going to have cleaner blood flow, better athletic performance, and increased muscle pumps so that we look good while we train. Big check. Alright guys, next on the list we're going to have carnosine beta-alanine at a whopping 6.4 grams. Now, beta-alanine is one of my favorite supplements to take. It's an amino acid that actually acts as a lactic acid buffer, meaning that it actually lowers the amount of lactic acid buildup that happens in the muscle tissue while you train. So doing this is going to allow us to get a couple more reps in during our training sessions and also a couple of more steps in during our training session as well, and therefore increasing our training endurance. And for those of y'all who really like that tingly fire feeling in the face like I do, I already get it at 3.2 grams every single day beta-alanine. With the 6.4 grams, this is pretty much guaranteed to give you that tingly feeling that a lot of us love. It's kind of like that call to action to go straight into the gym. So increased muscular endurance and tingly feelings, big check. Alright guys, and moving right along, we're going to move straight into creatine monohydrate at 5 grams. Now creatine, most of y'all know what this is already. This is the most studied ingredient in the supplement industry and also one of my favorite ingredients to take. Now what creatine is going to do is creatine actually helps with intracellular hydration, meaning it helps to pull water straight into the muscle belly, and a hydrated muscle cell is going to be a stronger muscle cell as well. And in this process, creatine also helps with the production of ATP, the powerhouse energy that we use to get us through all of our explosive movements like sprinting, bench, squat, deadlift. Anytime you have a movement that requires explosive energy, most likely you're dipping into ATP to help generate that muscle force. So creatine to pull water straight into the muscle tissue and to also help with strength and explosive energy, big check. Alright guys, so next on the list we're going to have my absolute favorite pump ingredient, and yes, this is already on top of the L-citrulline malate and the L-citrulline, and that's going to be nitrogen. And the reason why I like nitrogen is because nitrogen also helps with nitric oxide production, meaning once again it's going to open those veins, allowing better blood flow, oxygen, and nutrient delivery for better muscle pumps and athletic performance. But the cool part about nitrogen is that it lasts longer in the body, all the way up to 6 hours. So you already have the high dose of citrulline that I was talking about earlier, causing all the blood flow benefits, but you have added nitrogen on top of that to not only give you extra nitric oxide support, but an extension of all those blood benefits as well, up to 6 hours. So I absolutely love that they put that in here. Big check on that one. Alright guys, and moving right along to the next ingredient, and this is a very unique ingredient and one that I'm really glad they put inside the ConceptX, and that's going to be the Refuel at 500 milligrams, or Refuel at a whopping 500 milligrams. Now Refuel is really cool because Refuel is basically a phytocannabinoid, a terpene, I guess you could say, that actually helps to bind to something called the CB2. And the CB2 receptor, it acts as an agonist, and I know I'm getting stuck in the science behind all this. I'll make a different video on that one if you want me to. But basically, by acting as an agonist to the CB2 receptor, it actually helps the body do 2 things. 1, reduce inflammation, but also number 2, it helps to reduce DOMS, that's delayed onset muscle soreness. So you have 2 things that's happening. 1, a reduction in inflammation, but number 2, you have a quicker recovery time. That way we can hit our sessions, recover, feel good, and then we can hit the next session a lot earlier. So this one I really like because number 1, it's a really potent recovery product. And number 2, I think this is great for anyone that has a higher training frequency, meaning that you hit multiple training sessions throughout the day, throughout the week, kind of like if you're a CrossFit athlete or a mixed martial artist where you have multiple sessions of training throughout the day. I think this is a wonderful recovery product, and I'm really glad that they put this in here. So decrease in inflammation, decrease in recovery time, decrease in delayed onset muscle soreness, big check. Man, it just started raining outside. Alright guys, moving right along to the next ingredient, we're going to have adenosine 5-triphosphate disodium at 400 300 milligrams. Now this is an external ATP supplement, and it's a great addition to the creatine monohydrate that's in the ConceptX. What this is going to do, this actually helps with muscle force generation. It's going to help with muscle contractions, and therefore it's really going to help with, once again, that explosive energy that we use for squat, bench, deadlift, sprints. Any explosive movement, this supplement's really going to help out. So extra energy for short burst explosive movements, and a great addition to the creatine. Big check. All right, guys, next on the list, I'm going to put in the famous Myotour at 325 milligrams. Now, what Myotour is, it's a botanical ingredient coming from Spharanthus indicus flower and coming from Mangifera indicus tree bark. And so it's going to help with three main pathways. One, it's going to work through the mTOR process to help signal our body to start muscle protein synthesis. Now, I've spoken about this before. Our body is either in muscle protein synthesis, aka muscle building, or in muscle protein breakdown, that's degradation, right? That's the muscle loss, right? So in fitness, we always want to be on the muscle protein synthesis side because we always want to be building muscle tissue. So that's where the Myotour comes in, is it helps to push our body more on the muscle building side so that we have increased strength, more muscle tissue, better body composition, and also that we stay away from that muscle loss side. And then pathway number two is it also helps to increase ATP production, like I spoke about before. That's going to be the third ingredient in here that actually helps to increase strength and force generation, so increase strength gains there. And then pathway number three, it helps to increase nitric oxide production in the body, making it the third ingredient in here to help increase blood flow. So with the Myotour, you're going to have increased muscle growth along with the muscle protection. You're going to have an increase in strength, and you're also going to have an increase in blood flow. So big check on the Myotour. So next on the list, moving on to the stimulant portion of the ConceptX, they're going to have a caffeine anhydrous at a whopping 250 milligrams. Now, caffeine anhydrous is a very popular type of caffeine for a lot of pre-workouts, mainly because it's triple filtered, meaning that it's 3 times more potent than your average caffeine. So it's going to hit you quick, giving you a ton of energy, ton of motivation, and also an increase in athletic performance. But on top of that, guys, they also add in 50 milligrams of an extended release caffeine coming from Coffea robusta seed extract. Now, Coffea robusta seed extract is really cool because it's a smoother style of energy. It has a longer half-life than caffeine anhydrous. So with the extended release caffeine added to the caffeine anhydrous, you have all the benefits from the caffeine anhydrous giving you energy for your workout right then and there. And then it gives you an extension of all those benefits well throughout the rest of your workout. So 250 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous to hit you quick, give you all that energy and athletic benefits, but an extension of all those benefits from the extended release caffeine. Big check. All right, guys, so moving right along to another unique part of the ConceptX, and we're moving on to the nootropic portion of the nutrition label. So first, they're going to have Rhodia Rosea at 100 milligrams. Now, Rhodia Rosea is also one of my favorite supplements to take for stress management. And so what it is it's an adaptogen that actually helps your body literally adapt to stress. And the reason why that's important is because being overly stressed out can actually drain you mentally and physically of energy. And I know y'all have had days like that where a certain conversation or event happened to you where it literally just zapped you and you didn't feel like doing anything, not even working out the rest of the day. Well, that's where the Rhodia Rosea comes in. It really helps your body manage that stress and therefore helping you manage your energy, therefore allowing your body to fight off stress-related fatigue, anxiety, and also mental fog. So adaptogen that actually helps your body fight off stress so you have more mental clarity, better mood, less anxiety, and more energy. Big check. Next, the next nootropic on the list is going to be alpha GPC at 50 milligrams. Now, alpha GPC, you guys have heard me talk about this one before. This one I really like as well, because this actually helps with the production of a brain chemical called acetylcholine. And by increasing acetylcholine production in the brain, you're going to have an increase in memory recall, focus, attention, and my all-time favorite, mind-muscle connection. And as y'all already know, anyone that's in any type of sport knows how important that mind-muscle connection is. That's going to allow you to be more in control of your body, of your muscle fibers, and allow you to move better as well. So alpha GPC for improving brain function and mind-muscle connection, big check. All right, now moving right along to the very last nootropic in here, and to well round the nootropic part out, they're going to add in something called Dynamine at 25 milligrams. Now, Dynamine is technically, it's a smoother, longer lasting stimulant. It acts a little bit like caffeine, but what we really like it for is its nootropic and brain boosting benefits. It is popular as a fat burner, but it's also really good for boosting mood and also boosting cognitive brain function. So Dynamine for longer lasting energy, but also longer lasting boost in brain power. Big check. All right, guys, now moving on to a pretty cool supplement here. This one, I'm just gonna go ahead and literally read off of this because I'm probably gonna butcher the name if I try to do this myself. It's called pyrroliquinone quinone disodium salt at 10 milligrams, otherwise known as PQQ. So what this ingredient does is, this actually is a plant-based ingredient that actually helps protect the mitochondria production of our cells. Now, the mitochondria is the powerhouse energy part of our cells. I don't know if y'all remember that from school, but that actually helps with energy production. So with the PQQ in here helping our mitochondria work better, it's gonna help our body have better natural energy and just overall help us feel a whole lot better. And having our mitochondria work better, it also helps to boost our brain function as well, along with promoting the growth of new neurons in our brain. So overall, guys, it's a great supplement for promoting our natural energy, but also without acting as a stimulant like caffeine. On top of that, it also helps promote better mental clarity and brain function. So big check on that one. So the very last ingredient on the list, and I think one that is extremely important for 2022 and moving forward for supplements, and that's going to be the estrogen at a whopping 50 milligrams. Now, estrogen is really cool, and the reason why I say it's important is because estrogen actually helps your body absorb everything that is in the nutrition label, so none of our money is going into waste, and that we're actually absorbing everything and utilizing it during our workout. So everything that you see here, this big list, and the heavy dosages of those ingredients there, estrogen helps our body utilize all that and ensures that we're actually deriving benefits for all the ingredients inside the ingredient label. So extra assurance that we're absorbing everything in the nutrition label and that our money's not going to waste. Extra check. Super big check. Whew, man, I think I'm running out of breath. All right, guys, now overall, just a quick highlight of the ConceptX ingredient label in here. We're gonna have a whopping dose of L-citrulline to cause nitric oxide to open up the veins, better blood flow, oxygen nutrient transportation, looking good in the gym with those massive muscle pumps. You have the reinforcement of all those blood flow benefits with the nitrogen that's in there. You have the increase in muscular endurance and the lactic acid buffer coming from the whopping dose of 6.4 grams of beta-alanine, along with that fiery face tingle feeling for the call to action to go to the gym. You're gonna have the creatine monohydrate added in with the extra external ATP supplement to help with energy production for all of our explosive movements and an increase in strength. You're gonna have the famous Refl ingredient in there to help reduce inflammation, decrease recovery time, and also decrease delayed onset muscle soreness so that we can recover better, but also get back on the horse and train the very next day. You're gonna have the Myotour for muscle protection and increased muscle growth, along with the increase in strength from the ATP production, along with the increase in blood flow from the nitric oxide production. You're gonna have caffeine anhydrous at 250 milligrams to hit you quick to give you all the energy that you need, along with the extension of all those benefits from the Coffea robusta seed extract. You're gonna have the Rhodia Rosea to fight off mental stress, anxiety, and mental brain fog. The alpha GPC to increase acetylcholine production so they have more brain power and increase in mind-muscle connection. You're gonna have the Dynamine in there for smoother, longer lasting energy, but also longer lasting boost in cognitive brain function. You're gonna have the PQQ to increase our cognitive brain function, but also to improve our natural energy. And then we have the estrogen to well round everything out to ensure that we're actually absorbing everything that's in the nutrition label so that nothing is going to waste. And then two very big things that I absolutely love is, number one, there are 0 proprietary blends, so there's no hidden ingredients, no hidden dosages. Everything that you see is what you get. And then on top of that, guys, I absolutely love that everything in here is dosed properly. So dosed properly, and they show you everything that's in there. It's gonna get the Eric Superfan Choice Award for 2022. And just by analyzing the nutrition label, I think this is gonna be one of the better pre-workouts of this year. And if you guys try it out, definitely comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about it. Anyway, guys, I'm Eric Superfan. I absolutely love you guys. If y'all have any questions, just comment down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.
Are we gonna play now? Ready for the show? I'm about to take down, you already know. Get the fuck out of my face now, yeah, you gotta go. Man, I'm on the chase now, leave me on my own. I got a chance to break now, here I fucking go. Take control of fate now, I control my flow. And I know that I'll be great, how putting on a show. I know that I'ma stay loud, drowning out the noise. The haters always thinking that they could fucking break me. They're better off eating their own words like pastries. Hate me, and you better find some fucking safety. I'm coming in hot like a bad bitch in pasties. They can't save me, no I ain't lazy, no. But society has me going so crazy, yo. Don't play me, no my mind's hazy, yo. And I'm sick of me feeling this way daily. I'll always live my life till it's over. forgive those who hold me down, and I will never give up, I'm moving forward, and I will never miss my chance, take it now.